program. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194. That's the magic number, 651-775-9194. Or go to ourhealthyhomes.com. I'm looking at my wife.
He's laughing at me.
I'm just kind of getting the giggles here. The 4 pillars of a healthy home. What do we got? What do we got, Sheila?
Yeah,
we got the house itself, yeah. Then we got your physical ecosystem that goes on inside the house. All the chemicals you use. Use the right stuff, or you're killing your kids
and yourself and your pets.
And then the next thing is your body, and that's what we're going to be talking about a lot about today. Your body, and then your the 4th pillar, of course, is your emotional and spiritual well-being. Our Healthy Homes. Go to the website, click on all kinds of links at the top, get all kinds of good information. Self-help classes, do-it-yourself, DIY or DIY classes. DIY classes.
And most important, the events.
And the events.
Yes.
That's the fun stuff.
That is the fun stuff.
Okay. What do you got coming up?
Ooh, we got a lot coming up. You know, we're going into August, right? So we're back. Kids are going to go back to school, and so it's our time to be in person again. We always take the summer a little lighter, so we're back to it. We've added some fun gifts this August and September with our table talks, all right? So that's what we do. We get together at the table, and when we're at the kitchen table, we can talk about things that I can't say online or on social media.
The secret, the good stuff.
The real things that oils and healthy products do for your body and support your body. So I got back from Young Living's convention, and so we've got some new products. Excited to share with you about that. That is this Monday, August 5th, 6:30. You can go to ourhealthyhomes.com, click on the events tab. You'll see it there. And, of course, they always provide us with a convention oil for that year. It was the 30th year of Young Living, which is rare that companies are around that long, but there's a reason why they are. We have a new sleep support product because sleep, energy, fatigue, all those things are huge for people. A super magnesium product, a phytonutrient, which I am really excited about, and they're calling it deep spectra frankincense. So it's a new way of distilling, and you know how you always say, 10x your business or whatever. It's like 10xing the benefits of frankincense. And we always say
the super duper version.
Right. So we always say frankincense is a DNA repair oil, and so we all live in this world where we need some of that. And then an inner boost and balance, which is the gut, because we know our world is got a lot of gut problems, and it affects the brain and all sorts of...
Get rid of that bloatiness.
Yeah, all sorts of other things that it creates. So that is Monday, August 5th. So for the month, we are going to, for each topic, we are going to give a product from that topic to somebody that brings a friend.
Okay. Come and participate. Bring a friend.
Yes, has to be 18 years or older. It can't be your kid.
Okay.
It can't be already somebody that has
your mother
that has knowledge of young. Yeah, I mean they can come, but it only counts for somebody that doesn't know about us yet.
Right. No cost and absolutely no obligation.
And then the next one coming up on August 8th is, I'm going to use pickleball as an example. Aren't we all just hurting from pickleball? And so you need relief from discomfort.
I have a question about pickleball, actually.
I know you're going to have that for them,
Yep.
For our guests today. So need relief from discomfort. So you're going to come and you're going to get to sample, try on all these different products that we use depending on what it is, and everybody's chemistry is different, so what you use might not be the same thing that gives me relief, and so forth. And so with that one, then we're going to give you a relief product of your choice when you bring that friend. And of course, we can't forget about our pets because we love our pets. So August 17th is learn how to use essential oils safely on your pets. And yes, we have a pet product that we're going to give away, but we are going to give away this little cutie.
No, show it to the camera.
See, isn't that cute? So this is your poop bag. So you have it on your hip, and then you pull out the bag out of the little doggy's butt. So it's on the website if you want to see a cute picture of it. But you're gonna earn that and some other things as well when you come to that table talk. And okay, I do not have a knowledge around this vibration, wellness, and frequencies and how it all works with our health and wellness. But I do have a teacher and a friend that is going through cancer naturally. And so these are modalities and things that she has helped her through her cancer journey. So she is going to do a series once a month to get through the vibrational wellness. And it can help you with many things. Go to the website, check it out. It's got a lot of good information. We always like it if you can register for the event so we know
how much you prepare for.
Right, how much to prepare for. Big one, end of August, August 27th. I would say last year this was our biggest attended table talk, was how to reduce your blood sugars naturally.
Mm.
People are really being aware of those horrendous commercials that give all of the side effects of a medication that you're taking, and you're like, I'll deal with the problem before I want to take this medication, right? That's got all these things. So we have helped many people reduce their blood sugars naturally, especially this last year. So that's been the one that everybody wants us to come back with, and our friend Catherine teaches that one. So that one is August 27th. And we have moved the pickleball pampering retreat to October 11th. So check that out. And again, whatever it is that you want to know about, you want to host, you want me to host for you or help you, just reach out to me, 651-775-9194, and I will help you out.
Or go to the website, ourhealthyhomes.com.
Yes.
All right, so I got to tell a story. So I'm in the coffee clutch, like I go to every Monday and every Thursday morning, right?
Uh-oh. Are you really going to say it?
Nope, this is a different one.
Okay.
And
careful.
So we play a game at the coffee clutch.
Oh,
It's
no,
just
you are
referring
going to this one.
It's called Is She Worth Half? So it's just it's a game. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Okay, well, so when a gal walks in, right? I'm a man, so
your buddy's a man
my
that you're
buddy's
sitting
a guy,
there with.
and a gal walks in. There's an observation that takes place, and then a question is posed: Is she worth half? In other words, half of all your assets via the divorce.
Oh my gosh!
So that's
hilarious.
it's just a little game.
It sounds like a game I'd play with my buddies.
Yeah, is
right,
she worth
right,
half?
yeah.
You could do it.
Right.
It's easy to play. So anyhow,
You just gotta go somewhere.
So we're sitting there, and this kid comes in, young kid, early 20s, I'm guessing.
What are we talking? Female, male?
No, he's a boy.
Okay.
Comes in, he's got to be 200 pounds overweight. I mean, it's just
and he's a kid.
horrible.
Ooh, ouch.
And he's wearing this big tent T-shirt and a pair of shorts with legs that look like tree stump legs, and he orders a milkshake, essentially coffee, but it's a milkshake, frozen something with lots of whipped cream, extra whip, and then goes next door and gets a bagel, and he's sitting at this table all alone, eating this bagel and this milkshake.
Highest glycemic thing you can eat, right, is the bagel. Okay.
Right. So talk about lowering your blood sugar. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at him, and Calvin said, "Look at that kid sitting over there." It's like there's no way that kid can be happy. I mean, I'm sorry. There's just no way the kid can be happy. He's sitting there all by himself, looks miserable, kind of just munching away on his bagel, sipping his milkshake, and I felt sorry for him.
It's all he
And
knows.
I know, but it's like I wish there was something that could be done for him. And then I think of all these ads that you see on YouTube and on TV and all that stuff. These weight loss programs are out there, and there's no shortage of them. And what do every one of them say? No matter what product they're pushing, it always say with diet and exercise.
Right.
That's a caveat on every single one of them, with diet and exercise, which tells me is you wouldn't need to take the product. All you need to do is diet and exercise.
Right. The key element to any weight loss plan, right,
is diet and exercise. So when we were working out at the fitness club, and this was in 2099
years ago,
just before the millennium, and our trainer said you can come here 7 days a week, but if you're stuffing the hole when you walk out the door, you might as well not bother to come, because you're not even treading water. I mean, you're going to go backwards. And we have friends of ours who said, her husband can't lose weight. He goes to the club 7 days a week. He's not doing weight, and it's diet and exercise. So,
and more than that.
we've got Katie and Trevor in the studio from Body 20. So we got some questions about that methodology that we're going to get into right after the break. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com. Okay, so we've got Katie and Trevor in the studio from Body 20, and I have no clue about what Body 20 is. Don't know what you do. All I know is it's got a cool name, Body 20. So first of all, just who are you guys? And you're obviously, I see the T-shirts and the hats. So you're into exercise, you're into fitness, you're into health and wellness. Give us a little background, if you will, of how you kind of came up through and what got you interested in this subject and this topic.
Yeah, for sure. You want me to go first, or you going first here?
I'll step in, and then you can fill in what I miss.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are a brand new fitness concept to the Twin Cities.
Okay.
Minnesota, and largely in the Midwest.
All right.
It's a franchise that has been very popular across the U.S., but it hasn't been introduced in our market quite yet.
Okay.
So we're very excited to be the first ones in Minnesota. And basically, Body 20, you will never work out more than 20 minutes in our studio.
That's the 20.
That's the 20.
That's the 20.
Got it.
You might have a body like a 20-year-old at some point, again, but the 20 stands for 20-minute fitness program. We use technology, and it's a little bit of a shortcut because of the technology that we use. So in the day and age of people wanting to get things done quickly, we're perfect for the busy professional. We're perfect for the busy parents. We're fantastic for the marathon runner that wants to come in and get a 20-minute strength training done during his week. So we really cross all different people on their fitness journey. The technology that we use is called EMS, which is electromuscle stimulation.
Okay. It's like going to the chiropractor and he puts that thing on your back.
Exactly. Yep.
Twitches you.
Exactly.
The same technology.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's the same technology, exactly. So you're putting electrodes, you put a suit on,
Ooh.
you have electrodes on every major muscle group on your body.
It's like I'm going swimming. Like I'm going underwater. I got the suit on and
Oh yeah, like
everything's-
kind of like a
Oh,
wetsuit.
okay, like
yeah,
a
the
wetsuit.
wetsuit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So with the technology that we have, which has electrodes, it's activating pulses in your muscles. So with our workouts that are only 20 minutes, it equals to about 4 to 6 hours in a traditional gym.
Yowzer.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So
it's very effective.
I got a story to go along with that, but first I want to just get back to my original question. Why you with Body 20?
I have a dear friend who is a personal trainer. And for myself, I was in the corporate world for a long time. I was getting kind of tired of the everyday corporate atmosphere.
Okay.
So she came back from Florida, which there are lots of Body 20s in Florida.
Okay.
Probably 30. And she said she's been personal training for 40 years. And she said, this is the real deal.
Oh, really?
I've never seen anything like this before. And Trevor and I both practice what we preach. We're both very regular with our Body 20 workouts. And she's right. It is the real deal. And it's great for people who haven't worked out in 30 years. They don't want to go to the gym day in and day out, 7 days a week.
Sure.
Like you said. So
how many times a week should you go?
Yeah, so it just depends on the plan. So our plans range from once to twice per week. So
Okay.
we strength train at maximum once per week.
So you wear the suit and you
Yeah, you
work
do the
out
work-
at the
exactly.
same time.
Mm-hmm.
How much does a suit weigh?
Well, the suit's actually not gonna weigh much at all.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's,
I'm thinking firefighter suits. Oh,
no, so you would think it's actually
Okay.
pretty small. So
Okay.
and it's very tight fitting, and so there's a little bit of constriction with the suit itself, but all the resistance is provided by the actual stimulation itself. With the suit off, you really don't notice it's on, other than the fact that it's sprayed down with water, so it's a little wet.
Sure, because it's a little cool when you
That's
put it
right.
on. Right, yeah, a little damp when you put it on.
So you shower when you put it on, take a shower, or just squirt down?
We spray it down. So it's all you have a personal trainer that puts you through the workout, and
Okay.
so that coach will have it all sprayed down, ready to go, so that when you come in, we have 30-minute time slots, and it's a 20-minute workout. So it's a pretty fast-paced beginning, right? So the
Okay.
coach is going to have that sprayed down, ready to go, put you in your suit, and then put you through that quick workout and get you back to what you needed to do that day.
Okay, so why did you get involved in this? How did you get dragged
Yeah,
into
I
it?
wish I could tell you I had a really great like fitness background
Okay.
or came from everything, but before 3 years ago I had zero interest in fitness,
Mhm.
none. I played sports throughout high school and whatnot, but that was just more because that's what you do, right?
Right.
Right.
When you're in high school, and so I didn't love fitness, anything like that. I was similar to your milkshake story. I had started my fitness journey. I knew it from sports, but beyond that, I didn't ever take it seriously. And so I started taking it seriously, began my fitness journey, and developed a passion for fitness. And so that's what made me pursue a job in this realm, because I want to help those people that were in that similar situation, right?
Mhm.
Where they don't know anything. They're kind of, going 5 days a week seems like a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge lifstyle
Yeah.
change,
Yeah.
and really
Right.
fitness is
Right.
a lifestyle, right?
Mhm.
And so helping people take that first small step is one of the big things that got me in.
How did you two meet?
We have mutual friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who owns the franchise then?
I own the franchise,
Okay.
and Trevor is our amazing studio manager.
Okay.
So
What if you're obsessive compulsive like my wife, and you decide that you want to go every day?
yeah.
Is that a problem?
Well-
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, and I would say, doing a workout, because your body needs to recuperate
Mm-hmm.
because of the stimulation and the technology, you can't go full out
Okay.
hardcore. However, we say, we don't want you to sit at home and, eat McDonald's and watch the Golden Girls.
Potato chips.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
Yeah.
right.
We encourage walks. We don't want you to change your regular routine. You just have to be mindful of the recovery period afterwards, and you need to drink a lot of water.
Oh.
Well, and that's the deal with a lot of people, right? Like your person that's working out five days a week and or 2 hours at a time. People don't realize that the cortisol levels are so high that it can't do it's too high because you're doing too much, right? Because the body needs to take a break.
Exactly. And I think too, it's kind of a brain, like it messes with your brain, right? So 20 minutes. come
It
on.
What
seems
can
like it's
20
not
minutes
enough. What
do,
can happen in
right?
20 minutes?
Right, yeah,
So,
exactly.
But your muscles feel completely differently, right? So we're gonna fire them at a faster rate than they've ever been fired before, and so, like, there's actual math behind our 20 minutes is equivalent to 4 to 6 hours, and where that is so on a typical workout you get on average, we'll say 1,500 muscle contractions. Well, here we're getting up to 36,000, and so your muscles feel completely differently about how often you can strength train here. And safety is a huge part of us because we are using a medical device.
Yeah.
So that's why we put that parameter in to one strength training. And after doing your strength training, you might agree with once is enough. So
So here's a story. So Sheila has this device. I don't even know what it's called.
Which one?
TENS unit, maybe, is that the one?
The ERE machine.
Okay.
the
Well, whatever
foot
you
one?
put those little things on my calves that I did that time.
The ERE foot machine that also has TENS units with it.
Okay. So whatever it is. So I strap them on. She's gone. I don't know where you were. So she's gone. I strap them on, and it felt good. So I crank it up, and my legs are like bouncing, right on
Bouncing
this thing.
off the electrical stimulation on the feet. Yep.
I could hardly walk the next day.
Yeah, well, that's because you went
I mean-
went full head on,
Could
right?
hardly walk.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm thinking that that's kind of what you're talking about.
and the calves are super sensitive.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the bigger muscle groups, we don't do calves for that reasoning.
Oh.
That's one of the
really?
Few, that's one of the few ones we don't do.
Okay. So what when you put the suit on, then what muscles are being stimulated?
Yeah, so we have stim pads on our chest,
Uh-huh.
on our abs, on our lower, mid, and upper back, glutes, hamstrings, quads, and then our biceps and triceps. And so the major muscle groups we're missing is our shoulders, our calves.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm fixated on a couple of things. First of all, one is body like a 20-year-old. I'm thinking of you, Sheila.
Yeah. Thanks, honey.
Body like a 20-year-old. But,
She already does.
but
come
also,
on.
now I'm thinking lower back pain, some of those things that people seem to have a tendency to
The
develop.
common
That real
aches
common
that- yeah.
things, your flexors and all that are a result of maybe some weakness in your lower back muscles, some weakness in the glutes and all that stuff. So this would tend to eliminate some of those chronic, if you will, recurring kind of injuries or sorenesses because your muscles now are stronger. Is that a fair statement?
100%. Yeah. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because that's actually one of our top 10 benefits, right? And actually probably our most important, because the back, it's super hard to strengthen, right, through traditional strength training. Because if I've got a bad back, I'm not going to go lift heavy weights. To
Exactly.
Right.
That's you're kind of stuck in that limbo, and so with us, we're just contracting that muscle, right? So we're not putting those joints or ligaments underneath that stress, and so typically, actually, a lot of our members experience like back relief.
Yeah.
They come in sore back, and after their workout, they're feeling loose or they're feeling fresher after coming out. And some say it feels like a massage, which is, everybody loves a workout with a massage, right?
So if you have degenerative, like spinal problems, where you've got some compression going on, and this would be a way to strengthen your back
Absolutely.
Relieve
without
it.
putting additional pressure on those joints and those.
And then you would need like
Question out about pickleball. So here's the deal. What can you do, or does it when you're doing this full body thing? Any leg stuff at all?
yes.
Okay. What part of anything that would make you like a little lighter on your feet or more responsive or quicker reaction time? You know what you need to do in a lot of the sports.
He's asking for himself.
Yeah.
I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I got the perfect answer for you.
Okay.
So, well, actually, our legs, that's primarily what we're going to focus on, right? Because that's one of our major muscle, or one of our bigger muscle
groups.
right? And more important, and the one that I love to skip in a traditional gym.
Sure.
So
Oh,
we're gonna
got it.
we're gonna
Squats,
really focus on that, right?
The right
So,
spots, yeah.
But because so let me actually kind of back up on this. So
Okay.
our brain sends a natural impulse to our muscles. It's an electrical impulse to tell our muscle to flex, right? Well, these suits are basically bypassing your brain, and so what stim has traditionally been used by is to wake up muscles. My example, my first exposure to muscle stim after my surgery, my quads would no longer fire. And that's just a natural instinct that my brain told me. And so they use muscle stim to wake that muscle back up.
That's very interesting.
Right.
Sure.
You know why? Because I just saw a video on glutes. Same thing. Glutes tend to go to sleep,
Yeah.
especially in our culture where you're sitting on your glutes most of the time.
And you know what? That's actually happened to me. We can go into that story in a second here.
Okay.
And so that mind to muscle connection that we're able to connect, we can usually fire faster after using MS.
See,
Okay,
so
so-
there's hope for you, Sheila.
For my
For your
rear end.
pickleball,
Well, I'm not good at
so
it.
you can react to the ball and stand there flat-footed.
Yeah, okay. I kick his butt. I don't know what he's talking about. So, all right. So I use this on my glute muscles, right? My butt. So stimulating it. I'm trying to like. Is it going to tone it? Is it like what exactly? How does it work to lose whatever the weight, the inches, the
So there are many different benefits that we have due to using our technology, but you're going to burn fat, you're going to gain muscle, you're going to lose cellulite, you're going to get better posture, and you're just going to get stronger overall. So some of the ailments that you might have in your knees, for example, might be corrected because you're gaining strength in other parts of your body that help alleviate an issue, for example, with your knees.
Right. So I started pickleball, right? And then it's, this little butt muscle pulled and then this heel muscle and then the back. And like, oh my God. My mind still thinks I'm 20, right? And it all came down to, I was told, to the butt. Like my glutes are
Absolutely.
like that's where I have to strengthen them and get doing the squats. And I was like, I don't want to do the squats, right?
Right.
So this is a way to avoid that, but get that area and those other areas stronger so that your pickleball game can be better and you won't
Exactly.
have to deal with injuries all the time.
I'd
Right?
say I have another
Yes.
question now. How long does it take? So a
20
guy
minutes.
comes in like me, flabby and jelly, wiggling and biggling all the way in. How long before I'm...
You know, it depends on the person. Like I said, you can't go eat McDonald's and watch the Golden
Right.
Girls at home.
Right.
So we've partnered with some people that it's about nutrition. It's about your lifestyle, like any workout is. We're going to give you 20 minutes of a very highly effective workout. So it really depends on your own personal decisions once you leave our studio.
Yeah, you can go outside and ruin it,
You can.
just like you can at the gym.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
It says you didn't spend as much time doing it.
Yeah.
Well, and the way I like to tell all of our members, I say, we in this whole time we've been talking about shortcut, right? It's 20
Oh
minutes.
yeah, right.
20
It's the
minutes.
magic pill. It's the magic
Exactly.
pill. It's the
That's-
shortcut. It's everybody wants everything to be this, that fast now.
It
Yep.
might be easier if I just advertise it that way, but
Yeah, right.
unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And so, I like to say it's a shortcut in your time here, but it's not a shortcut outside of here, right? So it takes as long as a traditional workout, right? We're gonna have to establish that lifestyle change for a few months to really start to notice those differences. We've at this point we've been doing full workouts since May, and we've had some members that have had crazy changes in their body. And
Okay,
then some,
so that's May, and we're July right now. Yep.
so some
Not
have
long at all.
no, and exactly, and so some have seen drastic changes in their body, and some are still getting there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is just a little bit different in how dedicated, kind of how you're saying, how
Yeah.
dedicated they are to that lifestyle. So,
Let's talk about risk of injury. So, we have all different age brackets, older, younger. Some people are young in an old body,
Yes.
and others are
Lots.
old in a young body. So, talk about, is it for everybody? Is there someone who would say, ooh, you probably shouldn't be doing this?
Yeah. I mean, our youngest member is a college football player who's 20, and our oldest member is 86.
Okay.
We have people that love to work out. We have people that haven't done it in a long time. So, because every single section of major muscle group is individually calibrated to what you want. So,
Calibrated meaning when I went
The
and did
intensity.
the sample thing that day,
yes.
he put it around my arms and he's like, "Do you feel it?
Mhm.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it?" So that's the
Yes.
intensity that you're talking about. So
Correct.
everybody's different on where they even start
Yeah,
out with
I mean-
with their level of intensity.
Exactly, Sheila. A 20-year-old and an 86-year-old could do the same exact workout, but because it's all customized to their abilities, their level, their goals, it's two different workouts customized exactly for your body and where you at in your path to journey of fitness.
Okay, so that makes me wonder, what's your intake process like then? So I walk in the door. I'm 71. I walk in the door and say, okay, I hold up a picture. I want to look like the Hanes, the Hanes model, right?
So does
Underwear
Trevor.
model.
That's right.
So, how do I do that? What do I do that? What's the process? What's the question? Or you just say, put the suit on.
Yeah. So one of our sales associates will greet you in the front door,
Mhm.
and they take you through our fitness waiver. And what that does is, of course, make sure that we're able to do the workout, and
Okay.
and then also establishes where we're at, what we're currently doing for fitness, and then where we want to get to. So it's a whole series of questions, and we try to get a deeper dive into to your fitness level and what we're trying to achieve. The kind of too with the setting it up, I wish that there was like a golden standard, right? Or not golden standard,
Yeah.
but like this person can do this much. Similar to like
Yeah.
weights. Like I can tell this person can lift more than that other person. The settings are a little bit different for everybody. So you might look like this super buff guy, but you have a super low settings.
Okay.
And then someone who isn't might have super high settings, and it can be completely different. There's more variables to it than just strength and fitness level, but we set it up slowly, and so we try to shoot for what we call is like a 6 out of 10, and so it's a 6 out of 10 level of difficulty. And so when you're going through that workout, we're looking for that 6 out of 10. So every workout will be challenging, difficult, but not impossible. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. So all right. So I got my butt gear on.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make me do a squat with that thing on?
I am.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Oh, so you don't just lay there
Yeah,
like
it's not like
like
yeah,
No.
right.
You have
Oh,
to
let
actually
it go to
move?
work, baby.
Oh, that's a
But
disappointment.
it's all very simple exercises that
Okay.
we have you do. You
It's
do
not like
do
we lay on the
weights.
massage table. Like, let it
No,
go.
I
Okay.
wish.
Yeah.
It's all very simple movements that we do. And we do a combination of exercises because it is 20 minutes.
Mhm.
So we'll have
Oh,
you
right.
do
It's so fast.
Yeah, so we'll have you do a bicep curl and a squat at the same time, for example, and you're literally only holding stress balls. in the beginning. And your first workout, by the way, is only 12 minutes because, like anything in
You're trying to
fitness,
gauge
Yeah.
it.
we have to get you accustomed and your body trained in to be able to handle. But it's all really low impact.
Do you have to have a certain like background to be able to work the machines? Because you did say it's a medical device.
You know, it's funny because most people would think you'd want personal trainers, right? But personal trainers are trained on personal training, not
Right,
on
exactly.
EMS training.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
A lot of our movements are manipulated in order to that stim pad to make a great contact, right, to get a great contraction. So we may do things that in traditional strength training, big no-nos, right? But here we're doing them a little different. So we have people of all various backgrounds as coaches, but they're all EMS certified. And there's a process. It takes a few weeks for them to get through. And they become masters before we.
Where do they go for that? It's
Well, they're at the home
there
base.
it is. There it is. Trevor's the guy.
EMS school.
That's
yeah,
right.
EMS
He is an
school.
expert.
Right.
And I will say too that, this is FDA approved equipment, and the Mayo Clinic has done a huge study on the effectiveness of EMS, not per se Body 20 specifically, but of the technology
Sure.
that we use. They did a huge study and said it is very effective.
So you said Florida. It's big in Florida.
Yes.
What other states is it? Has it already like taken off in?
It's popping up everywhere. I think they're shooting for about 100 across the country. Texas probably has 40 to 50. Very big on the East Coast. So it's really popping up everywhere. The closest to us is Chicago.
Oh wow.
Two questions that come to mind. We'll get to them in the next segment. I want to talk
Okay.
about cardio versus strength training, number
yeah,
one.
the all
And then-
magic question always.
Yeah. And then we talk about fixed resistance, moving your muscles against. It seems like this is kind of that on steroids is kind of how I'm seeing it. We got to go to break. Be right back. Thanks for staying with us. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, the 4 pillars of a healthy home, talking about your house. We're talking about the ecosystem inside the house. Today we're talking about your physical body, and then of course there's your emotional and spiritual well-being. So we're into the physical body. We're talking to body 20. So body like a 20-year-old. Actually, it's a 20-minute workout. And I have a
You
question
can think
about,
whatever you want it to
Thank you.
mean, honey. Thank you.
I have a question about cardio, because you see all over, no, you don't have to do cardio. That's stupid. Don't do cardio, blah, blah, blah. Do strength
Oh, I have a
training.
question.
Talk about that, can you?
Yeah. So we do both.
Okay.
And it actually depends on your goals, right? So if you come to me and tell me that I just want to feel good, we probably don't need to be doing cardio, right?
Thank you.
But if you come to me and say you want to be a Haynes model, we're probably gonna have to do a little bit of cardio.
Ooh,
So-
ding, ding, ding.
We do
maybe
both.
I'll have to change that goal. You
Right.
find that guys hate cardio?
I don't like it either.
I know it.
I still do it, but I don't like it.
Do you still do it?
Yes. So the strength that we do, it's pretty low impact, pretty low intensity. Oftentimes, we barely break a sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Cardio, completely different.
So you can go on your lunch hour.
Yes.
All the business people can go
Yep.
on their lunch hour and
And actually, that's probably one of our busiest hours is during the lunch hour.
I bet.
So, yeah.
I bet.
We have people come in suits, and all of a sudden they're in an EMS suit. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. But anyway, so the strength portion, low impact, low intensity. Cardio is the whole different story, right? So that's where we're going to get the heart rate up. And going back to that 6 out of 10, right? It's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult, but it's never impossible. If it is impossible, we have that intensity of that stimulation too high, and we bring it back down. And so strength is going to be for that building that muscle. And our cardio is HIIT style, and so we're going to increase that metabolism by 30% for 72
Okay.
hours.
So
So-
HIIT style, so high intensity.
Exactly.
For how long? For how many minutes or seconds?
Yeah, so each week's a little different.
Okay.
We build you up, of course, similar to every other fitness. And so, I'm sorry, can you ask that question again?
Yeah, the HIIT style. We're talking about how long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, 20 minutes, and then the timing will be different each week.
You're lucky
So,
I remembered.
I tell them your joke.
so this week is 45 seconds on and 20 seconds off. So
Okay.
you're taking a break for 20 seconds.
So I have a question. After, I mean, it's always been an issue, but I don't think it's come up till recent years with 2020 and how much we sit around the lymphatic system. So I would have to believe that this really does wake up the lymphatic system.
Yeah, I mean, truly, after one of our workouts, it makes your body burn fat up to 72 hours after your workout. So it's really getting into so many different parts of your body just by the nature of the frequency of the vibration. So to answer your question, yes.
Okay. When you say your body's burning fat, so do you find that people with visceral fat, like under the muscle fat that's been there for hard versus the jelly belly fat, is it any different?
You know, it's very interesting because one of the benefits of our studio that we have is something called the in-body composition analysis.
Ew, I don't want to do that.
You know what? I love it and I hate it all at the same
I get
time.
you. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know,
But you need to know.
but
That's right.
it's good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
So at your first visit, you come in, you do a 12-minute workout. But before that, we put you on our body composition scale. And that's going to tell you, Trevor is my analysis expert. He is so good at reading and digging into all the numbers and data, but it's amazing how much it tells you. And it includes that visceral fat.
Mm-hmm.
It includes your overall body fat. I don't
Does
know.
it show you the areas of where that's at?
The visceral fat?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
It doesn't say, Sheila, your thighs are thunder, right?
It's just the fat around
Oh,
your
are you
organs.
talking about the regular? So, yes, it does show you where you carry your regular fat. yes.
Okay,
So
okay,
it,
all right,
it
okay.
does
So
segment
with
that.
that in mind, again, you see all the experts are saying there's no way to target an area. That you can't target an area. If you're fat, and you may carry it in a different place. But if you've got heavier calves or legs or heavier belly, or we carry it on your back or whatever, there's no way to target that area. Is that true?
It seems like where people carry it the heaviest is the first place they start to lose it, but the last place it leaves, right? If that
Yes,
makes sense.
right, exactly.
So if I lose,
exactly.
My first 5 pounds, it seems like if I carry most of it in my upper body, that upper body starts to go first, but it doesn't necessarily look the tonus first.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And so with that segmented fat analysis, we're able to see exactly where you're carrying it, or where you're carrying it and where you're losing it. So typically, like I said, people do lose it in that area they carry it the most first. And then visceral fat typically falls at a slower but similar rate to when you're losing overall body fat. So say you lose 5 pounds of body fat, you'll slide back just a little bit on that visceral fat, but not quite as fast as regular body fat.
And the interesting thing is, through the body composition analysis, most of us have a stronger side,
Yes.
Mhm.
a stronger arm, a stronger
Sure.
leg.
Right.
We had
Either carry it upper body, lower body.
yeah, we had a mom come in, and through the analysis, her right arm was far stronger than her left arm.
That'd
Well,
be
she
me.
has a 3-year-old
Yeah.
that she
Right.
carries around all
Sure,
the time.
sure.
Right.
But because of our technology, and you're getting the same frequency on both arms, it equalizes out your strength in both
So
sides.
one side wouldn't be turned up more than
No.
the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
What would be you've been around? How long have you been around?
May.
How long have you been up?
May.
You opened in
Yeah.
May.
Yep.
And then Sheila went to some kind of opening celebration.
Yeah, a little
there,
networking.
A little networking deal at the place. Have you had some results that you can share that are like, wow, I had no idea this was. I own the franchise. I had no idea this is going to work this good.
One of the best parts that I love are our members and their stories.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many different ones out there. They all have such different goals. And
But
so,
you have stories from from your friend in Florida that has
yeah,
a body 20, and so there are those stories and those testimonials out there.
Yes.
They're probably just not here yet because
oh, they
Of
are.
course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have seen some amazing results and celebrated with our members. We've had many people that have lost weight. Many people, I myself, the weight on the scale didn't change for me,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the in-body analysis, I was losing fat and gaining muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
when you step on a traditional scale, it really doesn't tell you much.
Right.
Right.
If I was, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I've been working out and nothing's changing.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
But, so it's getting into that information that we can share with our members what's going on in their bodies.
And I've got a couple stories too. I've one of our members, she's lost over 20 pounds of just pure body fat. And that's just amazing. What's the saying? It's 5 pounds is the size of a basketball of body fat.
Right.
Yeah, or the butter analogy.
So if you think about it, right, that's a ton of progress. And then a more fun one for our golfing friends. We have one of our older members. He was just telling me during one of our workouts that he's hitting the ball 11 yards further. And I know that wasn't just one time because he is a very analytical guy.
Oh, right,
and so
right.
He's keeping track of everything.
He's measuring
so,
everything. Yes, and keeping track.
He's hitting the ball further. So, and to him, that's really all he cares about, right? Golf's his passion, and so.
And now you take that, right? You take that piece of what you're doing, and then you take that piece, of what I have with, my Melt on Your Muffin Top program, and you combine the nutrients and the vitamins and all the things that, that we have with that, you can't lose.
The Muffin Top program with diet and exercise.
Exactly. Well, yeah, there's that. Well, yeah, there's more to it than that, yes. But
what about flexibility and agility in that? I mean, do you see anyone that's reporting back with some increased flexibility and less pain in their movements?
Yeah, anytime you're building strength, we're going to have a little bit more, we're going to have less pain, I guess, if you will, right? So if I have knee pain, if I build that strength up, I'm going to have a little bit less. As far as flexibility, I'm not your man.
Okay.
I got to go against the wall to scratch my back. We don't do stretching programs. We've partnered with stretching companies to come out and do stretches for our members.
Okay. I'm curious to know, like, this has been around for
how long
years and years in different other parts of the country.
Yeah, it actually started in, it's probably been 10 years.
Okay.
It started in South Africa.
Oh,
South Africa, wow.
South Africa, yeah. It was a chiropractor that had been using Mesostim, and he kind of cultivated this idea. It's been in the U.S. for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Oh.
And so it started down in Texas and Florida, and, we have NFL athletes that do it across the country, and it's been amazing. It's just very effective, and ideally it is for the busy person. You don't want to, go in 5 times a week.
Do you see any like Me Too companies popping up or competitors that are trying to promote like we can do that too?
I haven't seen anything. No, so I don't know. I'm not aware of any other whole body EMS training.
Not in the Twin Cities, Minnesota, or the Midwest.
Yeah, not that we're aware of any.
No.
So you want a really truly unique experience. What's it cost if I just am curious and I want to come in and just for like an initial kind of see what's going on?
A sample
deal.
deal.
A sample deal. Is there a cost to that?
Yeah, so we offer month-to-month memberships as well as 6-month memberships.
Okay.
The 6-month are discounted at a little bit lower of a rate, but it varies anywhere, and it depends upon your fitness goals, what the in-body is telling us. So we try to really understand what people are looking for and marry that all up together. So it's about $50 to $70 a session.
Okay.
But with that, you're getting one-on-one personal training, you're getting an effective workout in 20 minutes, and you're getting that in-body composition analysis.
But that first one, that one's the free one. So, and I promise you, it is the most unique workout. I don't care if you've done every workout under the
12
sun.
minutes.
Okay, so someone wants to get a hold of you. What's the best way?
Yeah, you can give us a call, or you can search up Body 20 Vikings Parkway on Facebook, Instagram, or the internet.
Okay, super duper. That's it for this week on Your Real Estate Chalk Talk. No, it's not Your Real Estate Chalk Talk.
It's Our Healthy Homes.
That's the other show. Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194. See you next.
But when he calls me sugar, I love that man with all my might. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the afternoon. Sugar after dinner, sugar in every room. He says I'm sweet as I can be. When he calls me that name, it does things to me. I tell him, honey, you can call me sugar anytime.